everybody. Good morning. I'm just filling up my coffee container. Good morning, Sean. How are you, dear? I'm getting my kitchen together. Oh, you at work? Bless your heart. So how's everything going? I just came downstairs myself. I know that's right. You can't complain, huh? Can't complain. I hear you, sweetheart. That's my boy. Well, mmm. Oh, sausage spicy. Mmm. We're doing some fishing. That's my thing there. I love the fish. So you guys went, the camping was too crowded? Mm-hmm. That's what's up. I'm finally done cool down here. It's like 70 degrees. Yesterday's like it was like 97. And we had some rain, a little thunder. And it's cool. I'm glad though. But that was just unbearable. Hey, Pancake, you right about that, sweetheart. Hot. So you say you're getting close to that retirement. So you sound about me. Getting close. You're trying to make plans on what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to stay here or what. I don't know. Like I said, my oldest child, she teaches education in China. And my youngest, he just finished his master's. Then I'm thinking about just going on somewhere, enjoying my retirement. But I don't know if I'm going to stay here. There's too much going on in the United States. I love fishing and stuff like that. Enjoy life. It's still cloudy. It's pasta salad. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make me a shrimp salad. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it. I'm gonna make me a small shrimp salad. And
Pam, I wanted to give you a sense here of how big of a task this search and rescue effort is, because it's not just the Guadalupe River, but it's also all of the tributaries that spread out like a spider web, where volunteers and first
oh,
responders are
thank you,
looking for
sweetheart. That is so kind of you.
right behind me in Center
Yeah, I
Point.
try to be kind always.
It's so
Because I would want somebody to be kind to me. Like I said, there's so much stuff going on. And you just have to be mindful. I like people. I like being around positive people. Yes, indeed. And I thank you for your kind words. You're always kind. What's your favorite fish to eat? Do you eat fish? What is your favorite fish? I should fry me some fish and have a salad. Yes, it is. That's what I'm watching now on TV. That's what I'm watching now. At least 82 people unalive. And there's some bad flooding going on in North Carolina. You know. And I just hope these folks get the help that they need. Because last I was hearing, they was cutting a lot of funding. Oh, flounder, halibut. Okay. Oh, really? You in the next town over? Oh, my heart goes out to you and your family because the way how that happened, it was like rapid and sudden. Did any warnings? Did any sirens or anything go off? Was there anything to let you guys know that that was coming? But to be honest, here I stay in Michigan, and when we have like the thunderstorms and they tell us the thunderstorms coming for this day, and you riding on that freeway, that 94 or that 75, water come in on both ends. And there's so many people done lost their cars, was standing on their cars, and it just happened just like that. And so many people done lost their cars. So I always tell people like to come here and visit. If they ever say anything about a rainstorm or thunderstorm, do not go on I-94 or I-75. Oh, those are your favorite fish. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't have neither one. Because isn't flounder that flatfish? Revelations is near. Absolutely. You all got the flash flood warning hours after. What? Hours after it happened? Yeah, I'm watching CNN now live, and you can just see all the destruction. And they showed a house was just floating down in the river. That's terrible. Oh, wow. That's sad. Reporter just asked number 47, will they hire back meteorologists who were laid off by his administration? You know, this man said no. That is terrible. And then the thing about it, you know, I'm going to just admit, anybody know me know how I talk. I'm a Democrat. Always will, always. That's how I am. That's just me. Ain't nothing going to change that. But this just the thing of it. A lot of the policies that this man enacted, you might have people thinking one way, oh, that just affect the Democrats or Democratic states, whatever. A lot of this stuff he doing and he enacted, that's affecting those folks that voted for him. And all down in that stretch of Texas, Louisiana, my family from Louisiana, Florida, all down on there, prone to hurricanes. So when you cut the funding for NOAA and other programs, it's going to hurt all them people down in that panhandle, all that stuff, prone to them floods and hurricanes. But people, you know, they be, yay, we voted for him. Yeah, we like his policy, but his policy's hurting you too. Because if you stand down in that panhandle and you voted for him, this is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. Hello. That one little cat. Oh, I love kitties. I love kitties. Hello, how are you, dear? I love cats. Yeah, I love cats. I always have, I always will. Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Who? I thought her name was Chantel. Wow. Yeah, I believe you too, sweetheart. A third world country. You not lying. This is getting worse and worse. Like I said, there's just so much going on. This man done cut all these folks off the hair care, health care, their food benefits. When you be worried and stuff about the children, people going hungry. All of that is a domino effect. You walking around, or somebody walking around with a purse on, excuse me, walking around with a purse, and they figure you got a purse full of money, and they been and robbed you anything, took your purse. A lot of that crime gonna go up behind that, because folks is not gonna let their children go hungry. So all the people walking around with these big pocketbooks, you better be careful. Yep, the third world country in the making. Because they not going to let their children go hungry, I'm telling you. They're going to do any means necessary. They're going to be in local grocery stores. They're going to be walking in on grocery stores, grabbing this, grabbing that, and they're going to walk right out that store. They're going to walk right out that store. There's going to be a lot of that. Then what's going to happen? The chain reaction to that. The grocery store closing down because they're losing revenue. Then the other people that was in the neighborhood, they depend on that grocery store. They don't have to find somewhere else to go because they don't close. All of that is a domino effect. You know, you got folks that, oh, this ain't going to affect me. Oh, yeah, I say this stuff, I do this and do that. And people already got jobs and on that stuff, and they still struggling. You should try to do things to make everybody that's out here working, making their life a little easier, not making it extremely hard. Then once us poor people and middle class folks stop buying because the prices of the gas and they keep saying that the lights and gas gonna go up real high, real high. People gotta pay. You already gotta pay rent. Then you're gonna have to pay a expensive light and gas bill. The low income and the middle class, you're gonna stop buying, and that's when you're gonna see the recession stuff is gonna start to kicking in because we're gonna stop buying because our resources got to be focused on keeping a roof over our head and for we can be able to eat. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. We gonna stop buying. The next thing you know, we in a recession. Yep. Surely, we're gonna stop buying. Then we're gonna end up in a recession. That's how they always go. But like I said, these people don't care. They billionaires. They don't care nothing about us. Well, I'm telling you, excuse me, when I worked at a school, really? 6 options under gender. What the world? And you say you stay in Texas, and that's that stuff you got to be careful. You put the wrong thing down, they definitely ain't going to call you because they cracking down on that stuff. Because I never heard of that. But I can see where it's going. Yep. Yeah, 'cause I do a lot of surveys, and they be asking me that stuff. If you heterosexual, LBGT, male, female, non, they be asking. I was like, dang. But I guess it's a survey. They want to like survey people. But I'm like, whoa. Well, yeah, you got to be careful. If somebody put down the wrong thing, they probably ain't gonna call you. Cause it should just been like how it always been, male, female. Not asking going all in personal business. And it's a reason. If you put down that wrong thing, they ain't gonna call you. They ain't gonna hire you. That's why that's like that. Yeah. Yep. The way how things going, I would not be surprised they will try to come for you. Yep. Because why are they asking people? Because like back in the older day, they male or female. What is all this stuff? You absolutely have a perfect point with that one, or they'll probably come for you. Yep. As I work in the like in the school, I'm on vacation now, and I know a lot of this stuff in this school. They trying to stop that DEI, and then like you have like gender bathrooms, or you have like male bathroom, female. Then you have one, you know, like gender. You can't even have that now in the school. If they find out you got that in the school, you ain't getting no funding. Yeah, two genders. And now they asking you all of that. So you get pause. Because why is they asking all of this stuff? It's a reason. And like I said, soon you put down the wrong thing, that's it. Hey, partner, ain't heard from you in a while. Partner, everything been going smooth?
Seven-year-old Army veteran Lieutenant General Russell Honore. Lieutenant General, thank you for coming on. We're awaiting this press conference with officials right now to bring us up to speed on those search and rescue efforts. First off, what questions do you have for them?
Yep, you put the wrong thing, they gonna be at you. Cause they never used to ask, what was your gender and all that stuff. You right. There's a reasoning behind that one. That's why I tell people, we gotta just be on P's and Q's and stuff like that. Cause they sure did a survey. They would ask me, it was a whole list of it. I said, what they got to do with this survey? The world? Thank you, sweetheart. Got out the tub. I got to make sure I put lotion on my feet and stuff because I just got them done. I got to keep it moisture. A lot of moisture on my feet.
I've been speaking to here, they talked about how unpredictable the river is. That event obviously left an indelible mark, and yet so many I've spoken to said this was an act of God, that you could never be prepared for the river rising so quickly overnight. I do hear a lot of that, but I'm wondering from your perspective, as someone who saw Hurricane Katrina efforts, what do you think could be applied here in Texas from what you learned from your experience?
Oh, it cooled down. We had some rain, like storms or something yesterday, and it cooled. It's real nice out there. It's real cloudy, but you can feel like a little cool breeze. But I don't know what happened when that sun come back out. My goodness, it was hot. I'm telling you, it was that smothering heat. You couldn't even do nothing. The miserable heat. And I said to myself, this ain't, mm-mm. But it ain't supposed to stay like this. I think it's supposed to be like this today. Then tomorrow might be 82. Then after that, I think it's supposed to get right back hot. Yep. I done had my AC on for like, it's often not getting a break because it's cool outside. But I think the sun's supposed to come out later, and I know once that sun come out, it's gonna get right back like how it was. You couldn't even breathe, that smothering heat. Well, that's good. You close to the mailbox. And that's good. You don't have to be going a long way to it. So that stuff is. Ooh. And then there's storms and stuff coming.
All right, Lieutenant General Russell Honoré, always nice to have you on and to hear your perspective. Thank you so much. And more on this breaking news here in Hunt, Texas after this break.
A daily pill, too quick drinking. Watching CNN about this flood and stuff in Texas and North Carolina. You know, they had them bad floods and all those folks. And I think some still missing. I don't know what I'm gonna cook me for dinner today. I really don't. Two boiling. Yep, watching CNN. It's just 10:30. I thought it was later than that. I don't know what I'm gonna cook me for dinner. So what you been up, my partner? What you been going on last couple of days? Oh yeah, it was a lot of children. It was a lot of children that passed away too. That's why I make me a shrimp salad. And yeah. Yep, there's a lot of folks. The rain came up so fast. That's cause it was raining real hard here yesterday, but it wasn't for a long period of time, but it was raining hard, and I had to go check my basement. Um, I try to make me a shrimp salad. Get my kitchen together. There we go. I had to put my shrimp in a bowl. I don't know what I'm gonna have with it. Just trying to avoid, yeah, this heat getting unbearable. Because you couldn't even do anything. You know, getting up, going for a walk was a task. And it's like in order for me to get up and go for a walk, I would have to get up like 5 or 6 in the morning and it was still hot. Then you can't sleep. You know, even though you had an air on, a fan on, I was tossing and turning. Then when you get up, you know, I can't sleep. Try to go for a walk. I feel like it was 100 degrees outside and it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't really been doing no walks. I just been sitting on the patio and stuff like that. I have been doing a little exercises with some weights, but it's unbearable heat. Very unbearable heat. Oh my goodness. I'm just looking at my email. Yeah. I mean, you can't sleep. You can't. And it's day after day, day after day, day after day. Let me see, when is the 14th? That's Monday. I just leave them my email. They finna be working on the internet on July 14th in my area. So they says it's gonna be down that day. On the 14th, it's gonna be down. So that means I'm gonna have to put out a lot of content the day before. I hate that. It feels so good out there, partner. I'm still really undecided. I'm gonna put me a few beans in a bowl. Since it done cool down, I might make me some pinto beans tomorrow. because I have to have my beans soaking. And what I would do, I would put them in a crock pot. But other than that, I'm trying to see. Only thing I can think of is a salad. So yeah, that's what I'm making some. Thank you, partner. I love my partner. You keep me uplifted. You're so sweet, honey. You are so kind. Did you eat breakfast this morning? I had made me some Bob Evans spicy little sausages. They were so good. They were spicy, but they was good. I made enough because I had the roll package. I had enough for 2 more sausage patties, and that was it. So all of that is gone. I don't hardly have nothing in my freezer. I had like some boiling meat. I have a pack of chicken. I have a lot of fish though. I have a lot of fish. But it just been too hot to even be fooling with a stove. Like now it is so comfortable. You can open up your windows and let that cool breeze come in. But like I said, when I looked at the weather going forward, it's gonna be right back up high, Oh, they really good. You know, depend on how you cook them. They really good. Because with mines, I make mines like, I put chili powder in mine. So mines would be more like a chili type taste. Um, and you cook them boys down and they real tender. Get you some cornbread, and that's a meal. Because I like smoked turkey in mine. And you put that in there, sweetheart, and that is a meal. Yes, indeed. And I only would have cooked like a little of it, so I can at least have some for like 2 bowls. Now my son, come home and he said he wants some. I would cook half of the pack, so it'd be enough for 4 bowls. But I'm not gonna cook all that. Be eating off that for 2 weeks. Nope. So I try to portion it out, like get a cup, pour it in a cup, and portion it out, and I go that route. Cause like I got some shrimp in there, I was gonna make me a shrimp salad. My son don't eat seafood. Excuse me. So I got a big bag of shrimp, and that will last me for a while. But one thing about shrimp, once you open it, if you don't eat it in a timely fashion, it'll start to get that freezer burn stuff on there. So I know once I open it and stuff, I'm gonna have to probably go through the bag, maybe eat one a day and one later on in the week. Hello, Lady Sky. Yep, yeah, plan it out. Sure do. Mm-hmm. Cause I try not to eat so much, especially when it's hot. Hello. Hi, how are you, universe? Just like that small roll of pork sausage, that'll last me for a long time. Mm-hmm. That'll go for me for a long time. Oh yes, yes I did make the dessert sky. Wait a minute, I'm getting something screwed up. Yes, I did make that dessert. And they did like it. Okay, there we go. And they did like it.
In his words, this is a relationship that only continues to deteriorate here in real time. All right, Von Hillier, keep us posted on all fronts. Thank you so much for that reporting. Let's bring in former U.S. Ambassador to Israel in the Obama administration, Daniel Shapiro. Ambassador, let's talk more about today's meeting between the Prime Minister. Before starting Nicholas, tell your doctor you have a parasitic infection.
It should be.
Skin that's still not clear, even at 1 year. Clearly, it's possible with Eplis. Talk to your doctor about Eplis for eczema.
They ate more of it than I did. They ate more of it than I did. They ate that. Then I made another dessert with like pineapples, coconuts, marshmallows. They ate all of that, but all of that was gone. And I'm glad I made it in an aluminum tray. So once it was gone, I was just able to just toss it. Let me unplug this. It's at 100%. Oh, I can't even reach over there. Do I got my water down here? I might have to go check this water in here. Okay, let me where I was. I had to take my shrimp out the freezer. Okay. Yes, and I never, something that's quick and that's easy. That's what I was just telling my partner earlier in a chat. It's too hot to be going trying to cut on the stove to do all of that. So that came right in the time when someone needed it because it was quick. Then it was a cold dessert because my mind was on a peach cobbler. Excuse me. And with a peach cobbler, you have to put that in the oven. I wanted to do it and I said it's just too hot. So that came right in time. Let me unplug this. Okay. That came right in time. You got any more desserts? That cold desserts like? Put this here. Hello, Eliza. I know y'all say she just moving around. I got I'm making a little pasta salad. So I'm waiting for my water to boil. That's why I was up. And I guess I got some lettuce in there and I don't want it to go bad. So oh, you had pizza. I bet you that was yummy. Yummy. I'm gonna have to, because I have salad and I don't want it to go bad. So I was thinking about, I don't even know, a regular salad. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I had to eat that salad. I just know that for a fact because I don't want it to go bad. I got my coupons over there. I gotta write my stuff down, what I gotta get. This coffee is good. Yeah, one person did ask me for the recipe. Oh, you got plenty of non-baked. Oh, okay. Yeah, they did ask me for the recipe. Because one of my friends, her mom loved them Swiss rolls. And she was saying, I guess it's a roll with raspberry in there. And she was asking me for the recipe for she can make it for her mom. Yeah, because I had it in my screenshot. I gave it to him. Yep, I had screenshotted what you sent me. Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Anybody can give me some advice or to help me in any way. I greatly appreciate it.
The glass from the window ended up cutting an
Oh,
artery in his arm. He died in his mother's arms, and his last words were a simple, "I love you." Dr. Catherine Eads was also killed in the flooding. She helped children in the foster care system and later worked as a psychologist and college professor. Eads' daughter describes her as an incredible wife,
that is
daughter,
terrible.
mother, and grandmother. And dozens of children are also among the
Mm,
victims. So many young souls lost.
mm.
Several were attending Camp Mystic, an all-girls summer camp. And
Oh, that's heartbreaking about that flood. But I heard about that young man. Oh, Lord Jesus, please give that family strength in this difficult time. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Texas governor describing the site as, quote, horrendously ravaged. Camp officials, as I said, they did confirm that 27 campers and counselors lost their lives, including 9-year-old Jamie Hunt. Her mother Ann confirmed Saturday that her daughter passed away. Anna Margaret Mello
They
was
showing
also killed. She was
the
only
people
8
that
years
passed
old.
away in that flood.
The family
And one young man,
Samostora says they're devastated
he
by
was
her
trying to
loss.
save
She
his
was also
family.
just 8
I guess
years
they was
old.
in a car and the car was floating and he bust the window
He's among the victims as
to
well.
try to get them
His
out. But
grandson
when his hand went through, it hit an artery.
campers from
It cut, his arm cut an artery and he bled to death. And the last thing they said, he passed away in his mom's arm and he told her he loved her.
daughters, and that it is no surprise
And they just showing all the families, the pictures. They actually showing the pictures of them that passed away. You get you here. It'll get you up here. That's why my heart go out to them. I know that grieving process. Yeah, a big ouch. Your heart just go out. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be you. And he bust the window out, try to get them out the car, and Lord have mercy. Yeah, Liza.
about 90 minutes for a flood wave that measured about 20 feet to move down the Guadalupe River overnight on Thursday and Friday. This was that river's second highest crest on record. It was horrific. I know, Brian, there are some vacancies in the National Weather Service right now.
This man.
Well, according to our CNN reported by our colleagues, Andrew Friedman, Emma Tucker, and Mary Gilbert, there are two offices of the National Weather Service in Texas that are closely involved in forecasting and warning about flooding on the Guadalupe River. Those are the Austin, San Antonio office of the National Weather Service and its office in San Angelo, Texas. They are missing some key staff members, but they still issued several watches and warnings about the flood danger. Tom Fahey, he is the legislative director for the National Weather Services Employees Union. He told CNN that while he believes the offices had, quote, adequate staffing and resources, the Austin San Antonio office is missing what they call a warning.
Hello, Mr. L. How are you, sweetheart? How are you on this Monday?
Emergency managers. We can also tell you that this morning, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said she is not aware of any breakdown in emergency warning systems that could have contributed to the high death toll. But Kerrville City Manager Dalton Rice says officials there are committed to doing what he calls a full review of events and the systems in place after so many questions have been raised about emergency notifications and evacuation guidance. Well, this has got to be a completely forensic review of this to figure out what may have broken down. They got to learn the lessons learned to make sure it never happens again.
Hey, how are you? I might go out there by the sun under, but I'm gonna watch this press conference. Is this water boiling yet? I guess it is. I'm gonna put this mama. Can y'all see this? That's what I'm doing. All these bowls, and they tell you to add vegetable oil or either olive oil, but what I use on mine, I put Italian dressing. My 4th of July, it was great. I did some sausages, I had baked beans, coleslaw, I sat outside, but baby, let me tell you, sweetheart, them fireworks, they was letting off them boom, 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 boom. So that was going on. I couldn't get no sleep because that was just terrible. Then yesterday, probably around 10 o'clock, I was sitting downstairs. I was talking to my son. We was talking. All of a sudden, somebody just lit one, and it seemed like it was right by my window. One of them big ones. Boom! And that scared me so bad, my son started laughing. He said, I don't know why them people waited until they knew people were probably, I wasn't in the bed, I'm on vacation, I'd be up all night. But they waited till a lot of folks in bed had to go to work Monday morning, and they're going to let off that really big one. Boom! I said, what the? And my son was laughing. That scared me. And these are my shrimp here. I got, it says, recommend thawing. Place frozen shrimp in a covered container and thaw in the refrigerator overnight. Refresh, quick thawing, and run some cold water for 5 minutes, okay? I got the large. So I'm just gonna put a few. And I always, when I use fish, shrimp, I use this bowl. This is like a whipped topping bowl. I kept this bowl because, like I said, my son do not eat seafood. He allergic. So this what I keep my seafood in. So he know not to touch this bowl. I don't use anything else but this. So that's why you see me with this like whip topping bowl. Because I put my shrimp or fish, anything seafood, I put it in there. Because he's allergic. And he don't like it. He never did like it before, even though he was allergic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about enough. This is how they look, you guys. This is how they look. So I'm gonna run some cold water. So I put some cold water in this bowl. But yeah, that's how I do that. I separate it. So, you know, like he be gone. When he come home, he already know. Do not touch this bowl. Because this the bowl that mama put her seafood in. So he know not to touch it. Stir his pasta up. Hey, watching from Texas. Hey, sweetheart. They're supposed to be doing a press conference at 11 o'clock. So I'm just trying to get this stuff. I don't want this stuff, you know, be spilling over. So I'm gonna put my shrimps in the refrigerator. Cold water. Only gotta make this up. This is full of water. Why is she did that? 26 feet. And that's up the road? Wow, you was really close to that. Did anything in your house get flooded? Any damages, really severe damages? But that's close. That's really close. Look for the dressing. You said no kids? Wow. Yeah, that's what I was hearing about the children. 1 tablespoon. No children. It's 11 o'clock now. They're supposed to be having a press conference. There was a Christian camp for summer kids. Whole camp. Yep. That's what I was watching. They went inside the camp. The media, it is like debris is everywhere. Yep, it was an all-female camp, all-girls camp. Yep, sure was. Little girls. I think it was all different ages. I think they had the smallest children on one side and like the teenagers. Because they were finding some of the children, they was, in the trees. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna stir this up one more time before I go sit down. Yep. They found some in a tree. One young man yesterday, he said he was looking for his daughter. And in the process of him going to look for his daughter, he found the little girl body on the ground. That's what I'm saying. If that stuff, it'll affect you here. You can't be playing with that. Because that'll get you right up in here. Seeing a child, then you actually looking for your child, then you seeing other children. I see they talking now.
City Manager Dalton Rice. Good morning, Dalton Rice, the City Manager for the City of Kerrville. As everybody knows, we are working in conjunction with the city under a unified command response and working. And again, a lot of devastation. Our hearts go out to the families and the victims. We want to continue. Is there ladies on there?
Yes, I think so. I think the country is ripe for more options. We're actually one of very few countries on earth that just has the two-party system. But I'm very, very skeptical that Elon Musk's party is the answer to this. So about 46% of U.S. adults think that a third party is a good option. I'm somebody who is still a registered Republican. I still lean more Republican than Democrat, but I watch debates in Congress. I watch our current president, and I feel underrepresented by both parties. I don't feel like there are people speaking to the needs that I'm concerned about, and also the future needs that are coming, the rise of artificial intelligence, what that's going to mean for literally every one of us. So I think somebody could emerge, but the problem with Elon is he's a person who I think is shown to lack empathy, whether it was the slashing USAID cuts, just going through with Doge and basically slashing goods and services. I care. He's impulsive. I care about debts and deficits. I think most Americans do, but I also care about people getting critical things that they need. There are functions of government that have to exist. So I want somebody with vision for the future to emerge. I want somebody who has empathy
Oh, they didn't know.
leadership whatsoever. Even though I do think Mark Cuban has good ideas and seems to have good heart. Someone like Pritzker, Governor Pritzker, good ideas, good heart. But I will say this. Certainly, Elon Musk is not the person that should be running any third party. But what I found very interesting is that Trump says that he's looking at deporting Musk as a few reignites. And Musk didn't seem to have a problem with his companies getting all sorts of,
Thank you, partner.
contracts for SpaceX.
Thank you for your kind words.
For
You always kind to me, though.
sorts of things. He was fine with that. But now all of a sudden he's upset about this bill. The Department of
That's why I
Justice
be
is now
wondering. I'm like, where my partner at?
seeking to strip citizenship from naturalized citizens. Don't give them any idea. Exactly. Well, but they don't need the idea. They're already talking about it. And so for Trump to say that about Elon Musk, I think that is something that people are sort of missing in this little argument that they had together. The Department of Justice is really looking at now denaturalizing citizens, people who are considered American citizens, based on things like fraud. I mean, the commander in chief was found guilty of fraud. So why is he, if anyone, mandating the Department of Justice? And maybe somebody should remind Trump that his wife is a naturalized citizen. Sure is. So that if my naturalized citizenship can be taken away, then so can hers by somebody else in the future. I also, I was appalled
Just,
last night that
so I'm just sitting here watching and seeing what's going on. I was going back and forth to see what was going on in the news.
at a time when there is death, sorrow, and tragedy. And
As I know that the unalive toll went up.
Our work continues. You need to know that we have been blessed with help from the community, from the state, and the nation. We have trained experts who are helping in this effort.
I'll probably go out for my walk very, very soon.
It is important that you contact Kerrville Salvation Army and register. Dalton gave that number, but I'm going to give it again. 830-465-4797. We need focused and coordinated volunteers, not random people just showing up and doing what they do. We need to work together. As Dalton said,
My heart go out to these folks.
And Elon Musk and his $300+ million, and God knows what else he may have done that we don't know of. Oh, the problem that he created. So, I am going to be focused right now for the next year and a half and getting Hakeem Jeffries elected Speaker of the House. Because do I think both either party is perfect? No. But I think we need oversight, and the only way to do it is by making sure that Democrats regain the control.
Well, and coming back to your original question about do you think there's room for a third party, I deeply wish there was a third party. Elon Musk is not the man to do it, but as an independent, and that block is growing faster than any other group, 47% compared to 28% who identify as Democrats or Republicans, that is screaming at the political system that something is not working because they're flocking to the independents. I also think right now there's, within the Republican Party, you're watching that rift between the MAGA and the old school conservatives. You're watching the MAGA extreme almost meet with the far extreme of the left. And none of it's making sense, and there's tectonic
These
shifts
people is
going on.
crazy
Elon is
reading
not
this
the
stuff.
man to do it, but
They
I
said
also
a
think
Pennsylvania man was accused of beheading his father, then posting the picture of his head on a stand. It's, I don't know, guys.
camps that have raised generations of little girls and little boys.
I can't stand this.
Love and faith.
I took the wrong time. I really did, you guys.
And I'll tell you,
Ain't that sick? And it says own dad.
every part of the state. We've got Texans from all over the state who were here celebrating the 4th of July. A week ago, this was a time of great celebration. You're dropping your little girl off at camp, your little boy
Oh,
off
they
at
didn't
camp.
update this.
You're celebrating
I'm gonna check my
independence.
My job email.
horseback riding, doing archery, and making lifetime friends. And then suddenly it turns to tragedy. For the last several days, I've spoken with multiple parents, scared
Nope,
out
it
of their
ain't nothing on
mind.
here.
Do you know anything? Where is my daughter? There's still 10
Let me see, do
girls
shop
in
lead.
Kessler from Camp Mystic that are unaccounted for.
Mm-hmm.
And the pain and
Okay.
agony of not knowing your child's whereabouts.
Alrighty, you guys, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I'm going here and see if this pasta about done for me to put it together. And I thank you for coming in, seeing about me. And I will be back just a little later after I get all this pasta and stuff done. And you might catch me on the other side of that window. I'll probably be outside. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will be back later. Bye, guys. I have my coffee pot on. Let me see. Is it hot? If you off tomorrow. You know, I have the summer off, partner. I'm on summer recess. I'll go back mid-August. And I'm just enjoying myself. I'm getting all my needed rest because I was getting up at 5:30 every morning for 10 months straight. Didn't miss a beat. Didn't miss a beat, honey. Didn't miss a beat. You hear me? I got up every day at 5:30 every morning. So what I do now, I lay in my bed. I get up probably around maybe 8 o'clock. The latest was like 8:30. The latest was like at 8:30 I get up. Yep, and latest would be like at 8:30 I get out the bed now. But if I know, I want to like go out and do something, because I love to get up early and go do what I need to do, I will get up early. But other than that, and I'm on vacation, even when I work and we have like a week off vacation, 2 weeks vacation like that, it's harder when it's like that. But this long of a break, I try to enjoy it. I sure do. I get out that bed around 8 or 8:30. I watch something on my TV and stuff. Then when that program, I said, well, let me get up, go make my bed, go in that bathroom, brush my teeth, do all I need to do in the shower and stuff, put on me some comfortable clothing. And I just sit here, maybe do coupon, whatever. Then I said, well, let me get up and go shoot a couple of moves. Then I go leave and go do this and go do that. And I come back. But yeah, I've been enjoying myself. Oh, I gotta turn back. This man ain't talking about shit. Yeah, I try to enjoy my time off. I sure do. Then you have all this freedom and to do that, and then you just dread when it be time to go back to work. You just dread that part, because it's right back to 5:30. But I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out, because October it'll be 35 years. I'm gonna be out soon. And that's just the joy to give you of when you retire, you can just do what you want to do. You done put in your debt to society. You don't work. You getting your little pension coming in and just doing that, getting your little money coming in. Then, hey, in the next 10, 12, 15 years, if it's around, try to get your Social Security, then you got 2 incomes coming in. You know, you enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because I always said it, I'm not working until I'm no 80 years old, walking on a cane, um, early stages of dementia. Um, but if you don't watch the government, they will have us out there doing that. That's the plan, you know. And you can tell it when they push the Medicaid age to, I think it's at 65. You got to work until you're 65. Once you start to get in the mid 50s and stuff, you start to have aches and pains, um, not feeling the greatest. And they're going to put out there, they're going to make you work till you're 65 to get health care. That shouldn't be like that. And especially these people done work and they done put in their time and they want to enjoy their retirement. So what that tells you, you're not going to be able to sit down enjoy no retirement. You're going to have to keep working until you 60, 65. Then that brings on people trying to get jobs walking wheelchair, barely walk, out of breath, early stages of this, early stages of that, and we can't allow that. We need to fight back against that type of stuff. We need to fight back against that. Yes, indeed.
Someone for prostitution, it was a slam dunk. It was a slam dunk. You've got American Express receipts. You've got prostitutes that are male escorts that are saying,
Yeah.
yes, I flew from here to here to have sex with someone. That's a given. But 20 years in prison, we didn't even prosecute Governor Spitzer for that very same thing. It's generally not used. That is something that the prosecution threw in so that they could get a conviction. And I will say, having been a federal prosecutor, I am a little dismayed by the fact that the judge kept Sean Combs in prison. Now why? He said that because there was proof of domestic violence, that he was, that society couldn't be protected from him. And I think that's the wrong thing. No, I know it's worth money. I'm surprised. It's not a flight risk because all you have to do is you have to sort of figure out how to keep that person here in the United States. You take away the person's passport, very, very hefty bond. You also take away his plane.
Can I just, I'm mad at the prosecution over this, just to be honest. I feel like everyone was talking about this over the break. My grandmother-in-law, yeah, if you cannot meet the charge, don't, because I think so many of us saw that video of Cassie Ventura just being beaten, and we want some kind of accountability, and there's got to be a harsher sentence for abusing a woman than you do a little bit of jail time and then you're out. Like, I don't like the overreaching.
That's domestic violence, but he wasn't
But
charged.
that's not what he was charged on.
It's a mistake you're saying.
And even there was some,
Statute of limitations have
and there were things that came up in the course of the investigation, like the allegations from Kid Cudi that he basically blew up his car and maybe endangered his life. That why did they try to charge something on that?
They did, but there was no evidence. They could prove it.
But you know what I think I think perhaps what they did was they put all these charges on in order to get all this information out and put it out there. 20, I mean, I don't know if I got 20 years to give to a joint. I mean,
What do you think he'll get though?
He absolutely won't get 20 years. I mean, the government is going to ask for, 4 to 5 years. The defense is asking for about 2 years. Remember, he's been in prison already for 10 months. He's been in detention. He's been a porter. He's been cleaning bathrooms. That means he'll get good
God
credit.
knows he can
And
also
he'll
get
get 8%.
pardoned by, you know who. So.
But you know what though, he could get pardoned by you know who, but he also will probably and could probably face many civil lawsuits.
59 civil.
And I'm glad, I think
Where the burden of proof is different, it's lower.
but they would.
Okay, you guys, I'm out of here. See you later.